टैक्सेस भरने हैं जो तुमको आजकल भरना बहुत पसंद है, कौन सा कार्ड यूज करोगे? अगर तुम उड़ना चाहते हो, फ्लाई करना चाहते हो, तो कौन से कार्ड यूज करने चाहिए?
They gave that pass away for 99, 199 and I know somebody saying कि मैंने 1500 रुपया रेक्स थिएटर में जाके फ्री निकाल लिया.
If you had any PVR, you can directly select PVR and pay for your popcorn using the EasyDiner app.
खाने के शौकीन, I would say take this over HSBC Travel for also example. In Travel One and Premier, but in flights it's 16 and 18%.
अगर आप टैक्स भर रहे हो 3 लाख के ऊपर, then I will say this makes sense because you'll get 30,000 के 2 FNA vouchers total.
Miles partners will come. They're going to come at a disappointing ratio. Let's put it that. In your order, you will even if you don't have the BIS Black and you don't do that 56 to 50. Flat Travel is choice 1. Then you do BIS Power. Then you do Flat Travel and then you will do IndusInd avios.
इस पे तुम्हारी क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री बढ़ाओ, इस पे तुम्हारी क्रेडिट लिमिट बढ़ाओ, and once you hit like a higher credit limit, then you can apply for these cards.
Flashing bright, we're on the go. Tune in now, there's so much to know. Earning bits, travel dreams we sow. All aboard the great Indian Points and Miles show. Zero to hero in the blink of an eye. Fly first class, no need to be shy. Redemption sweet, touching the sky. Award seats booked, let's give it a try. Award seats booked, let the points flow. It's all aboard the great Indian Points and Miles show. Unlocking journeys wherever you go. The sky's the limit, feel the travel mojo.
Hello and welcome to the Great Indian Points and Miles Show. This is your host Adil and we're back with another short and fun episode on purpose-built credit cards week 2. There are a lot of things we enjoy doing in this life. The first category is my favorite, dining out. The second category is watching movies and entertaining ourselves. The third one, the premise of why the show is built, flying. And the last one, this is something that Dhimant quite enjoys, taxes. Speaking of taxes, क्या हाल है Dhimant? Welcome to the show.
यार अभी मैं कल ही रात को टैक्सेस भर के आया हूँ. लाइक जले पे नमक छिड़क रहे हो, बट ठीक है.
पॉइंट्स कमा रहे हो ना.
एग्जैक्टली.
यूएस जा रहे हो ना. ये यूएस कहाँ से जा रहे हो? तुम्हारे पॉइंट से ही तो जा रहे हो.
Awesome. चलो. Cool.
तो शुरू करते हैं यार. The goal today, Dhimant, in the episode is not to go ahead and apply for new cards. हम ये सोच रहे हैं कि जो तुम्हारा एग्जिस्टिंग कार्ड स्टैक है, अगर तुम खाना खाने जा रहे हो, क्या स्वाइप करना चाहिए? अगर तुम पिक्चर देख रहे हो या बुक माई शो पे टिकट बुक कर रहे हो, कौन सा कार्ड यूज़ करना चाहिए? अगर तुम्हें टैक्सेस भरने हैं जो तुमको आजकल भरना बहुत पसंद है, कौन सा कार्ड यूज़ करोगे? राइट? एंड फाइनली, अगर तुम्हें उड़ना है, पहला नशा, अगर तुम उड़ना चाहते हो, फ्लाई करना चाहते हो, तो कौन से कार्ड्स यूज करने चाहिए? So I think I'll ask you what your favorite cards are in each of these categories. You ask me a few, and let's see if you and I align, if our thoughts are similar, different, and we'll just have like a good conversation.
Perfect. इसको थोड़ा सा और चैलेंजिंग बनाते हैं.
हाँ,
Every time you say a card name, I want to know very briefly, और मैं briefly जानबूझ के बोल रहा हूँ, why you use that card, but very briefly. Don't make it like too long so that we can just kind of give a crisp idea of why you use that card. I think वो add करते हैं and then we can move on.
ठीक है. होस्ट अपन है तो अपन शुरू करेंगे.
बताओ.
सवाल आपसे. बताओ. When you go to watch movies, which are 2 cards that you'd recommend or you think are good cards for movie spends?
Cool. I think 2 things which I am finding changing in the movie environment now. I think District is becoming a chosen app now these days, right? And a Book My Show which had all the love for so many years, suddenly people are shifting to District, right? So I'm going to give you 3 choices which I feel are extremely optimized today. One is IDFC Maura. Okay, so IDFC Maura comes with a 6,000 rupee fee, but it gives you 2 movie tickets free every month. एंड वर्थ 500 रुपीज़. तो आप पकड़ लो कि अगर 10,000 रुपये की अगर आप वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो फ्री टिकट्स पे हर महीने, यू आर बेसिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट वॉचिंग 12 मूवीज 24 टाइम्स, राइट, विच इज़ इन 12 months. बेसिकली आप 12,000 रुपये आराम से निकाल लोगे, राइट? However, if somebody doesn't want to spend 6,000 rupees because it's a fair fee, I think the 3,000 fee पे Ashwa available है. And Ashwa comes at even a sweet spot. Like it has 3,000 rupee fee. उस पे 400 रुपया मिलता है instead of 500. So if you look, it gives you 9600 rupees a year. From a value lens, Ashwa is better than even IDFC Maura. However, Maura also solves a few other purposes. So if you're going to travel, going to get free Forex, तो शायद Maura ले लो. And I think Ashwa is also a great card. That's my second recommendation. The third, I think, is not a credit card at all. I mean, keep an eye on the district pass. They gave that pass away for 99, 199. And I know somebody right now, I was speaking to him, saying कि मैंने 1500 रुपया Rex Theatre में जाके free निकाल लिया. Like imagine आप 99 rupees पे you bought the district voucher and you kind of got 1500 rupees free in the first transaction itself.
Sahi.
Right? So keep an eye. I have a feeling, knowing that industry, consumer industry a lot, that these offers will keep coming back. Right? So these are my 3 recommendations. आप बताओ.
यार मेरे हिसाब से मूवी से ज़्यादा मेरे को स्ट्रेस होता है जब पॉपकॉर्न पे पैसे खर्चा करना पड़ता है, राइट? बिकॉज व्हेन आई एम टेकिंग सन्या आउट, शी वांट्स पॉपकॉर्न, और मेरे हिसाब से पॉपकॉर्न का बिल टिकट से ज़्यादा आ रहा है, राइट? बिकॉज आई मीन इफ यू थिंक अबाउट इट, मोस्ट ऑफ द सुपर प्रीमियम कार्ड्स टुडे विल गिव यू 750 ऑफ.
Correct.
बट देन इवन लाइक रेगुलर कार्ड्स लाइक SBI एलीट 5000 रुपए का कार्ड है, बट इट गिव्स यू लाइक 2 free tickets. And what I mean by that is, let's say आपका बिल 550 रुपए हुआ and 250 का एक टिकट है, so 500 आपका बिल हुआ, you're paying only $50. So you're watching a movie for free in $50, which is awesome. But वो पॉपकॉर्न के 700 रुपए देने पड़ते हैं. So then the IndusInd EasyDiner card comes helpful, because if you're at any PVR, you can directly select PVR and pay for your popcorn using the EasyDiner app. तो उस पर तुमको कुछ डिस्काउंट मिल जाता है, एंड इफ यू हैव दैट कार्ड उस पर एडिशनल डिस्काउंट मिल जाता है. सो आई थिंक दैट्स लाइक अ कूल वे टू ऑप्टिमाइज.
मैंने आज सुबह को शायद किसी को बोला होगा कि तुम्हारा SBI लाइट यूजलेस कार्ड है. I genuinely didn't know about this, but ठीक है, मतलब good. I mean, if somebody is just a movie goer, I think this card make a lot of sense.
तो और एक कार्ड है, if people are from fancy MBA institutes like आदरणीय धीमन जी, और जो आपने किया है लेकिन आप दुनिया को सीक्रेट नहीं बता रहे हो, वो राज खोलना चाहता हूं मैं. ICICI Saphiro. So for people like you who are from like top tier MBA colleges, they often have this lifetime free alumni offer, right?
Correct.
So your Saphiro can be secured for free there, although it's a paid card, and it gives you 2 free tickets a month, up to 500 rupees per
Correct.
ticket.
Correct.
So I think like that's like another great card if you want something which is lifetime free and still you want free tickets. Because
Awesome,
let's face it, not everybody might want to watch movies every month, right? Yeah, every 2 weeks. So if it's once a quarter types, lifetime free है, और साल में 4-5 बार यूज कर सकते हो, जबरदस्त कार्ड है.
Absolutely. I think that's a good one. That's the only place I think that card makes a lot of sense, honestly. But ठीक है. I think let's go to you, because you briefly mentioned popcorn. Let's talk about dining. I know that ये आपके दिल के बहुत करीब है. तो how can I not get the audience to know which card you use for dining?
देखो, 2026 has been relatively harsh on the points and miles geeks.
Yes.
काफी सारे devaluations हुए हैं. Unfortunately, this card also got devalued last year. But I still feel it's a good card. क्योंकि up to 2000 rupees a month, it gives you 25% back. Right? And this is a great card, which is the IndusInd EasyDiner card. Oftentimes, if you're dining like at fancy restaurants, the 10% service charge, the 18% GST can hurt you, right? But if you're getting 25% off, this just completely negates that. So, although earlier you used to get $1,000 off unlimited number of times. Now what has happened is they put in a cap कि तुमको 2 बार मिलेगा ये. But then if you do spends on other categories, then this increases that threshold. But for me it doesn't make sense because I have better cards for other categories. So I use this twice a month. Oh, वो तो बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो जाता है. But that's my favorite card. I feel like that gives me good ROI every month consistently.
Yeah, I would have expected that, because I know you are a EasyDiner fan. I think that the person inside me actually uses a lot of Swiggy one, right? The Swiggy one card जो है मैं use करता हूँ, Swiggy HDFC card, because you know that 1500 rupees is sweet. तो आप रेस्टोरेंट में जनरली जाओ, बुक कर लो, पे बिल ऑप्शन यूज़ कर लो स्विगी ऐप पे फॉर डाइनिंग आउट. दैट्स समथिंग आई यूज़. But I think the thing is that a lot of times you don't find these restaurants on Swiggy and EasyDiner, right? And like I don't know how to solve for that, and hence I think HSBC Live Plus is another good card.
Yeah.
I feel that 10% back, no brainer. Yeah. Like कोई भी रेस्टोरेंट में जाओ, उडुपी हो, 5-star हो, I mean you will not end up using it in 5-star maybe, but at least from any restaurant that you want to go, use the HSBC Live Plus. For people who are not traveling much but are खाने के शौकीन, I would say take this over, let's say the HSBC travel loan for also example.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Or have both if you want, but like
10% is no brainer, right? Cognitive load 0 है, कहाँ पर भी जाओगे आराम से मिल जाएगा, stress free
correct,
है.
agreed.
और 10% is really good. It's
And-
really, really good.
And bonus में आपको ग्रोसरी भी मिल रहा है 10%. मतलब imagine going to your Nilgiri store next door and buying and getting 10% off of
People
it.
don't get it, right? Every 10 times you're dining out, your next one is free.
Yeah.
It's practically that
Oh,
way
yeah,
to
that-
look
that's
at
a
it.
different way to look
Yeah,
at it.
but लोग बोलते हैं अरे 10% भाई तुम देखो ना साल में कितनी बार तुम बाहर जा रहे हो यार.
Correct.
तो उस पे तुम अगर क्वांटिफाई करोगे तो क्रेजी वैल्यू है.
लेकिन ये और एक एडवांटेज बताता हूँ. दिस इज योर फैमिली फ्रेंडली कार्ड. तुमको किसी को सिखाना
अरे
नहीं
हाँ,
है कौन सा ऐप
swipe
खोलो,
करो.
जाओ बिंदास, जा सिमरन स्वाइप कर कार्ड अपना.
जा सिमरन जा, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी.
That's I think very 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 underrated. The similar thing happens for me also when I give it to my parents or my wife or my mother, right? कि जाओ यार स्वाइप करो बिंदास. I think my dad has that card, so I don't have that card, but that's good one. चलो ये हो गए आपके रोज़मर्रा की कैटेगरीज जो आप रोज़ यूज़ करते हो या यूज़ मोर ऑफन देन नॉट. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट समथिंग दैट few people go only few times a year, which is flights, and a lot of people like you and me fly a lot. So what are your go-to cards for flights? And if you can give us like some numbers, because I know this category is very exciting.
मेरे को गाना याद आ रहा है यार, मतलब उड़ता ही फिरूं, ऐसा ही कुछ है ना, इन हवाओं. सो पहला नशा, what an incredible song. So every time I fly it just hits me. But flights यार, there are so many cards, right? मतलब the India scene for hotels and flights, I think you've got phenomenal categories.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the 3 super premium ones और फिर आप 3 बता लो. मैं
Sure.
most obvious वाले बोलता हूँ.
Sure.
The most obvious ones for me is obviously the holy grail is Magnus Burgundy. 24%, right? Crazy है.
ये मुझे लगता है रात को अगर 5 बजे भी ऐसा 4 बजे उठा के अगर बोला ट्रैवल इज 24%.
But I'm just saying, like, for a family of 4, the way I think about Magnus Burgundy is I am buying 3 tickets, the 4th one is free. Practically, that's the way I think about it.
आज आप एकदम ऐसे
24%.
ऑफर क्रिएशन मोड में हुआ कि 10 बार खाया तो एक बार फ्री, ये खाया तो एक बार फ्लाइट फ्री.
जब मिल रहा है तो why not?
फ्लिपकार्ट में नौकरी मिल जाएगी आपको. These constructs are all created there.
अपन SaaS वाले लोग हैं सर, B2B वाले लोग हैं, कहाँ?
Awesome.
So anyways, I think Magnus Burgundy, dope option. If you have it, no brainer, don't even think about anything else. Infinia, I know, इस पे काफी चर्चा हुई है. Devals हो रहे हैं, revals हो रहे हैं, सब कुछ हो रहा है, but this is a card that has continued to give 16.5% back
Okay.
religiously.
Sure.
ठीक है, so that's option number 2. Your option number 3, HSBC Premier, fantastic है, 18% मिलता है, miles transfer list की list ज़बरदस्त है. So I think those would be my top 3. But I'm sure like there are different types of credit cards and different levels as well. I think you should cover 3 more.
Okay, so first of all, I think just closing what you said, I think the ranking that you would be using is Magnus Burgundy first,
Yeah.
फिर Premier and then Infinia,
Infinia,
right?
yeah.
I do the same. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I think the ones that I've used in my past and something that I can recollect is one is Regalia Gold.
Yeah.
I think obviously it's nowhere close to these one, but I think 6.7% is phenomenal returns.
Yeah, oh,
right.
for sure.
6.7 is a phenomenal return for a card like Regalia Gold.
Yeah.
So that's one. Second is travel one. अभी I'm sorry but this again is an anomaly, right? मतलब वो Regalia Gold के साथ बैठा है but दे रहा है 16%.
Correct.
And I didn't understand कि hotels में काफी बड़ा difference था in travel one and Premier, but in flights it's 16 and 18%.
Correct.
So मतलब honestly if you fly more, travel one is almost as good as a Premier, right?
Yeah, and no TRV required, salary का stress नहीं है.
I mean, at a 5,000, and we know often what happens when the card is too good to be true.
Yeah,
so if you have that card,
मत करो भाई, तुम ना January already has given us a lot of heartburn.
man.
मत करो.
And I know because of the deval शायद आप एक पॉपुलर कार्ड भूल गए, तो मैं उसको ऐड कर दूंगा. आपका लास्ट ईयर का फेवरेट कार्ड था लेकिन आपने नाम ही नहीं लिया उसका.
अरे कौन सा?
ICICI Emerald Private Metal. How did you forget that?
फ्लाइट के लिए अभी भी ये जबरदस्त कार्ड है. 18% मिल रहा है. और पता नहीं एक हमारे पॉडकास्ट पे एक बंदा है, चीफ थाईलैंड ऑफिसर बोलते हैं उसको, चीफ एम्स्टरडैम ऑफिसर बोलते हैं उसको, पता नहीं अलग अलग डेजिग्नेशन है उसके. उसने बोला था कि माइल्स पार्टनर्स आने वाले. किधर है वो माइल्स पार्टनर्स?
जो वो कार्ड डिवैल्यू होने से पहले, रिवैल्यू होने से पहले डिवैल्यू हो गया.
नहीं, वो बंदा बोला था. नॉर्मली उसके प्रेडिक्शंस ठीक आते हैं. क्या हुआ इस बार?
No, I know what's happening, right? But I told and I shared and I'm again going to share. It's basically they are taking a call because of the burn. There's a leadership change happening. So unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to move very fast now.
So you don't think any miles partners will come?
They will come.
What is like, if you were to crystal gaze now, you think they'll come at all?
They will come for sure. Miles partners will come. they're going to come at a disappointing ratio. Let's put it that way.
Emirates आएगा?
Emirates is coming back for sure. It's coming back on Amex also, 100% with a reduced ratio. My guess is 5:2, 5:3.
भाई यार, that's bad.
That's what it will happen.
Look, 5:3 I'll take it because it's
5:2
better than
होगा
2:1.
I guess. 5:2.
So I'll take 5:3 any day.
5:2 is my guess.
यार 40% ठीक है, चलो, but
So again, in my list, EPM would be top choice obviously, but if you
Yeah.
don't have the EPM, then Travel One at a 5,000 rupee card, insane value.
Yeah.
And third is Regalia Gold. If you have the Regalia Gold,
Yeah.
you don't need to be saying कि मेरे को ये card चाहिए, वो card, it's a fantastic card. Go use your card. That's my flight list. I think let's go to the next category. थोड़ा सा challenging करते हैं इसको. Let's talk about a category that we don't speak about much, right? And taxes की बात करते हैं.
we don't speak about much.
We personally speak about a lot. On the episode, we don't talk about it a lot.
If there is one person in my entire network, and I have a fairly large network, who talks about taxes, meet Dimant Nigandhi.
हाँ, मतलब अगर आदिल का कॉल आया रात को ऐसे सडनली कोई और टाइम पे, मुझे लगा इसको टैक्सेस भरना है, तभी मुझे कॉल कर रहे हो. So let's talk about taxes, Adil. Tell me 2 cards that you would choose, and if you can give me some number around it, and like, because the most commonly asked question is क्या taxes दर्द करता है, क्या बिल भरोगे? So बताओ.
यार मेरे हिसाब से तो नो ब्रेनर कार्ड, एब्सोल्यूट नो ब्रेनर कार्ड इज प्लैट ट्रैवल. अभी उसको इशू नहीं कर रहे हैं, बट ठीक है, जब भी वो इशू शुरू हो जाएगा ले लो. माइलस्टोन बेस्ड है, 4 लाख रुपए अगर तुम भरते हो, कहीं भी भरते हो, इट डजंट मैटर वेयर एवर, you're getting close to a 16% reward rate, which is unheard of. So for the first 4 lakhs of your income tax that you're paying, if you're paying for the year, I think Plaid Travel is a phenomenal card. The second card that I would look at is something like a Marriott Bonvoy. Again, very easily accessible, 3,000 रुपए का कार्ड है. अगर आप टैक्स भर रहे हो 3 लाख के ऊपर, then I will say this makes sense because you'll get 30,000 के 2 FNA vouchers total, so 15,000 each का 2 vouchers, and you get 2 nights of free hotel stays. So I think that's a great card. So the third one is potentially going to be HSBC Premier for me because I have it. HSBC Premier is simple, right? लाख रुपए हर महीने का spend करो and give you 3%, which is phenomenal.
Sure.
So 1% आपका कट जाएगा because you'll have to, pay the fee on the income tax portal, but still net of 2%, which is transferred to Miles Partners, still phenomenal.
Yeah, I think before I move on, I think just 2 things I wanted to add here. Plaid Travel, I have done some because I track this category very closely. On Plaid Travel, if I were to put a realistic return rate, because you said 16%, let me put a realistic rate, right? If you put a 4 lakh rupees spend, you get 40,000 points. You won't get the base points.
Right.
You get a 10,000 voucher. So what I did in my head is I put a value against that 40,000 points. मैंने 0.660 पैसे पकड़ा, and I put a 7,000 rupee value to the Taj voucher because कभी-कभी वो you can't extract 10,000 fully out of it, right?
Sure.
Roughly मेरे mind में 6.75 is the return rate. And just to give perspective to 6.75%,
But यार, I disagree यार.
Marriott 60 पैसे का वैल्यू है ना सर.
कहाँ?
60 पैसे से कैसे निकालोगे यार?
Okay, I'll bring you my classic argument, right? Golf share.
हाँ, मतलब that is a different
31,000 rupees का रेट है, तुमको 25,000 पॉइंट में मिलता है. You are getting more than 1.2
But Adil, see again,
point.
that's what I'm trying to say. Let's not talk about the people who know how to extract these values. A lot of people.
But don't you think that is the game? Learning, the
Okay,
learning and the insight has to be
fair.
that we should punch above our weight and we should learn how to punch above our weight.
So let me put it in a simpler way. Anybody, a noob, can get 6.75% out of Marriott easily.
Okay, that's a better framing.
Let's better framing.
Yeah.
And then the bet part is if you are not ignorant and if you can learn the game, you can even extract 15% value out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll give you another hack, right? So for example, आपने बोला कि potentially devalue हो गया, right? आपका कि for example 10,000 rupee Taj voucher को 7,000 you took, realistic, ठीक है? Understand? Because bar rate is always higher.
Exactly.
So तुमको rate कम मिलेगा.
Correct.
Having said that, let's say I have a Taj stay planned because I'm going to a particular property and I'm using my smart buy points to book that Taj and I don't need to pay using this voucher. I can use this voucher to settle my F&B.
Fair.
Now, because I have used, let's say, an offer that gives me a discount on F&B also. Not only will I get the discount on the F&B, or if I'm an inner circle member, I can use my inner circle vouchers there. उसमें मेरे को 25% ऑलरेडी मिल गया डिस्काउंट. उसके ऊपर फिर मैं ये सेटल कर रहा हूँ टू पे फॉर माई स्पा बिल्स और फॉर माई F&B बिल्स. तो मैं 1 रुपये आराम से निकाल सकता हूँ.
नहीं सर, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ. अगेन, you know Tashi very well now, right?
देखो मैं ताशी के साथ आर्ग्यू नहीं कर सकता.
कोई नहीं कर सकता.
ताशी तो जाएगी ही नहीं.
नहीं.
ताशी बोलेगी ताज में मेरे को रहना ही नहीं है.
नहीं, let me put her realistic. She likes living in Taj, but what she will do is she will tell me, हाँ तेरे को 10,000 का वाउचर है ना तेरे पास, लेकिन मैं ताज में खाना ही नहीं चाहती. I want to go outside. My bill was 5,000. You made me spend 10,000 and now you're telling me कि 10,000 का फ्री हो गया. That's what the perspective I'm putting.
मेरे को अलग कीड़ा है ना. मेरे को उधर के शेफ से मिलना है.
By the way,
मेरे को ककोरी कबाब खाना है. मेरे को उधर का वो गिलाफी सीख खाना है. So then, you know, I do get tempted.
But for noobs, I feel that a lot of people still don't know it. If you want to get the best value for dining in Taj with your Taj vouchers, Seven Rivers is the right place.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
They created Seven Rivers to compete with regular restaurants.
Poolside view, great music.
Amazing prices.
Amazing prices.
Right,
very, very Gen Z friendly vibe.
And good beer.
वो मेरे को नहीं पता, but खाना तो काफी अच्छा है.
So that's Plat Travel. Now I'm going to add my cards, which I feel add value. Again, going to be the party pooper because Biz Black is one which everybody talks about.
Legendary card.
Legendary card. 16.6%. ज़्यादा बात करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So the thing is, if you are somebody who has to pay a lot of tax, Biz Black starts falling in value. It's only good if you pay that bonus for the month, which is 56 to 50. After that, the value reduction is higher. So my recommendation to people is that if you are going to pay a lot of taxes, which a lot of people in India do, Biz Black may sound कि यार ये card तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. But if you are somebody who has to pay 20 lakhs at one go, you have better options. Plat Travel का 4 लाख भर दोगे आप, और IndusInd Avios पे अगर आप 8 लाख का पहला milestone करोगे, your return rate is potentially combination of both is probably as good as a Diners or better. Biz Black.
कितना हो जाता है बताओ?
So 2.75 is the return rate on IndusInd Avios. Again, if you value Avios at 1 rupee,
correct.
We know easily कि Avios पे 2 रुपया निकाल सकते हैं. But I'm going to leave that out.
Sure.
2.75%.
Sure.
Base rate is 0.5% and then the milestone adds such that 2.75. 4 लाख तो आपने बोल दिया, Plat Travel पे 6.75 तो मिनिमम मिल रहा है, तो वो नो ब्रेनर है. तो द ऑर्डर फॉर मी वुड बी पहले Plat Travel पे 4 डालूंगा, उसके बाद आई विल पुट,
नहीं पहले आप Biz Black पे डालोगे.
Biz Black पे 56 to 50 डालूंगा. हाँ,
that is number one.
फिर 4 लाख Plat Travel पे डालूंगा. Then I will not use Marriott. Then I will use probably IndusInd Avios. And one more card which you cannot ignore is Biz Power. So although the Biz Power is 1.3% in return, if you do the bonus points wala thing, you will easily get 6.7% there, right? So in your order, you will, even if you don't have the Biz Black and you don't do that 56 to 50, Plat Travel is choice 1. Then you do Biz Power, then you do Plat Travel, and then you will do IndusInd Avios. And then last in my view is Marriott.
हाँ, सो मैरियट कार्ड पर ओनली रिकमेंडिंग कि अगर आपको ये सुपर प्रीमियम कार्ड्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं या प्रीमियम कार्ड्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं, ये बेस कैटेगरी कार्ड है और इसको ले लो. इस पे तुम्हारी क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री बढ़ाओ, इस पे तुम्हारी क्रेडिट लिमिट बढ़ाओ, एंड वंस यू हिट लाइक अ हायर क्रेडिट लिमिट, देन यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर दीस कार्ड्स. These will become
absolutely available. And I believe the reason why this is very relevant today's discussion, or why are we discussing this today, is because Avios offer के बाद it's been like crazy लोगों के पास IndusInd कार्ड है. They are now going to wonder कि 40,000 Avios मिल गया अब क्या करूँ. This is number one use. That card, by the way, also can be used for rent and insurance, which is another great option. Marriott, again, people bought a lot because of the offers that ran in December, right? And Plat Travel just was allowed for a brief period, right? If you saw my reel, I actually said कि भाई छोटा window है, वो window में ले लो. तो जितने भी लोगों को ये मिला है, I think this is the best way to max this card out. No regret. And by the way, all of these returns, please remove 1% from that, which is the convenience fee on the income tax portal. So take it with a pinch of salt, right? So that's how you should think about it.
Cool. I think that's that. That was a fun, super short segment. इसके साथ wrap करें?
Done.
Cool. I want to ask the audience, did you like this episode? अगर अच्छा लगा, comments में बता देना. And if you want us to cover more categories, like for example, Dhiman just talked about briefly insurance. If you want to hear about more categories, maybe hotels, maybe insurance, maybe other spends that you have, other buckets like fuel, maybe if you want us to cover, let us know in the comments what categories you want us to cover. We will do more episodes like these and come back to you. Big thanks to Dhimant for your reward calculator जो यहाँ पे चलते रहता है 24/7 365, and also big thanks to Sandeep and Ishwar from K2H Interiors who have given us this lovely space to record this episode. With that, thank you everyone. See you.